What is up, awesome people of the internet, y'all? I got one thing to say to y'all. Ooh wee, how about the Mississippi State Bulldogs, y'all? I can't say it. I can't say it like Sam Purcell would say it, but ooh wee though, yes, they some good players. Mississippi State is some real good players, and LSU has LSU is struggling. After their game against South Carolina, I was like, oh, okay, they're on the mend. They're gonna be better for the rest of the season. But nope, 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 nope. Sam Purcell was like, yeah, I promised my daughters a pool, and we making this pool thing happen. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I like and I was half watching this game. I was not planning on, like, I was gonna watching the game, but not really like super into it until I realized like basically towards the end of the third quarter that LSU was gonna lose, and I was like, oh, okay, okay. I guess I might make a live, I guess. Cause I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on with LSU. But that game was pretty trash. But huge shout out to the Mississippi State Bulldogs, who has shocked everybody by winning this game against LSU. The game final score was 77 Mississippi State, 73 LSU, and yeah, we about to get into the specifics of what happened in this game. But first, I do want to see what you all have to say. GM Phillips says, I'm sending the coaches' kids some pool toys. Facts. Hey, Mississippi State fans, if y'all in the chat, hey, Sam Purcell is asking for donations for his kids pool toys, because that is what he promised them. For those who don't know, they mentioned it in the game, like during the game today, that he had an agreement with his kids, and last year, his kids, he was like, his kids said, hey, if you beat Tennessee, we want, I forgot exactly what they said they wanted, but this year they said if they beat LSU, they want a pool. So Sam Purcell better get on that. I don't know if it's gonna be a kiddie pool. I don't know if it's gonna be like a giant pool, but yeah, better get on that pool. Oh man. Yeah, Art Dog says, wow, LSU is struggling. Yeah. Michael, I think, yeah, you're right. Still no floor general. I know it takes time to learn a new position, but LSU is running out of time for Hailey Van Lith as a point guard experiment, but Poa wasn't much better tonight. Yeah, Poa, I don't know what's going on with Poa. I mean, the last game against South Carolina, she barely got any playing time. In this game, she wasn't that great. so yeah, I don't know. I don't know what LSU is going to do from the point guard position. Maybe they just say, okay, Mikaylah Williams, maybe you're the point guard. I don't know. It's very confusing. It's very confusing. Mac Attack says, can't spell you lost without LSU. That's kind of funny. That is kind of funny. Yeah, I didn't see it coming either. Yeah, Frank. Yeah. I am very shocked about this game. I was just thinking, okay, whatever, regular game. But no. Mississippi State chose to play their best game and to play against the best team in the world, or not the best team in the world, the best team from last season. And it was a sellout. So if y'all didn't know, this game was a sellout at Mississippi State. They don't sell out often at all. And they were like, okay, we got all these fans showing up. We got thousands and thousands of fans showing up. We're going to show them a game. And y'all, I have a couple of shout outs to go to. Shout out to Aneesah Morrow's former teammate on the DePaul Blue Demons team. There was Darrione Rogers. Rogers was phenomenal in this game. Rogers, she came off the bench. She was really good at DePaul, and she transferred from DePaul, went to Mississippi State, and it was a question about, like, okay, well, how good is Rogers going to be at Mississippi State? And y'all, this girl's balling. She is, especially in this game, she was balling. And y'all better watch out because maybe DePaul is like a feeder team. Like people leave DePaul and they go other places and they play really well. So Rogers had 19 points in this game. She was pretty efficient, especially from the 3-point line. She was 4 of 8 from 3, and that was something that she could do very well when she was in Chicago at DePaul. And she showed out, y'all. She showed out. And that was the difference for Mississippi State. It was the fact that they had a bench, and their bench came up big time to play. When you compare LSU's bench to Mississippi State's bench, LSU bench got you 4 points. And for Mississippi State, you had Rogers with 19. You had Shepard with 12. You had Goni with 2. And you compare that to 6 for LSU, and that was the difference in this game. That was the difference. LSU didn't have anybody that they can really turn to on the bench, whereas Mississippi State, they did. And to me, that was a huge difference, because even though Mississippi State is not ranked, even though that's the case, this team means business. Sam Purcell is the coach of Mississippi State, and he said his motto for this year is, "Why not us? Why not Mississippi State? Why can't they? Why can't Mississippi State be known as one of the top teams in the country? Why not?" And they answered that, "Why not? Yeah. Why not us? Why not us?" And that was the game, y'all. Mississippi State had a bench. Mississippi State, while they, weren't that great in terms of taking care of the ball, they had a lot of turnovers. But when it mattered the most, Mississippi State was still able to capitalize on the moments that they had. And South Carolina, they had a lot of rebounds, had a lot of offensive rebounds, but they couldn't make anything. There were a bunch of offensive rebounds for LSU. They had 18 offensive rebounds, and it was just like, it was kind of like they were playing volleyball for a little bit. Like, they were just like, they would just hit it off the backboard, and it would just come back, and they would try again, and they just weren't efficient. That truly was the difference. They weren't efficient when it mattered the most, and Mississippi State was, and that was the ball game. So yeah, let's get into what y'all got to say about this game. Are y'all surprised? Also, while y'all in here, if y'all could please hit that like button, that would be amazing. That would be amazing if you can hit that like button. We are at 30 likes. If we can get to 120 likes, we got 336 people in here, so we can probably get to 150 likes. So if y'all get that like button, that'd be awesome. Let me know, what did y'all think about this game? Who were y'all rooting for? Or who did y'all expect to win? I feel like most people expected LSU to win, but let me know. Michael says, we had no business losing this game. They got to make a change before March. Yeah. No business at all losing this game. Like, this was a gimme type game. Like, you should have won this game, no problem. But that's what happens when you don't. That's what happens when you don't really have a pathway to victory. Yes, you can go through Angel Reese, but without a without a floor general, it comes a bit hard to win games. It comes a bit hard to win games. Goodness Rated says, I am not shocked Hailey Van Lith is not a point guard. I mean, yeah, she's not a point guard. However, I don't know. Yeah. It's too late now. They've already made the decision to have her be the point guard for LSU, and it's just like they just that's a hill that they just kind of have to die on. Yeah. Bando says they're about to drop out the top 10. Yeah. Absolutely. South Carolina undefeated number one. They are exposed at guard. So here's the thing. Like, I feel like LSU played way worse than they did today versus South Carolina. And I'm just like, okay, well, what happened? Like, did that South Carolina game take so much out of you that you just played terrible today? I mean, I don't know. Scott says they should stay top 25. Yeah, they should still be a top 25 team. But still. Jay Frank says they still got the South Carolina hangover. Larry says LSU has good players, but they lack team chemistry. Yeah. Reese has no perimeter game, plus the team lacks bench and point guards. I think what Kim Mulkey probably has to do is just say, okay, we are going to play the bench. We're not going to do 7 deep because 7 deep is not going to work. You have to start to develop these other players. Yes, you're going to lose more games, but like LSU is still going to make the NCAA tournament. So how about you spend the next week or so playing, having a roster of like 9 players, playing some of the players who aren't playing at all, get them in the game because you're going to need them. and it's clear that this 7-man rotation is not going to work. It's not going to work for LSU. Especially because they weren't even able to get a win against Mississippi State. And this is not me shading Mississippi State. Mississippi State is a good team. Absolutely they are. They're a good team, and they have a rock star of a coach who has given this team belief that they can win. Even with that being said, LSU, still on paper, is a way better team than Mississippi State. However, on paper doesn't matter if you don't show up and the other team does show up. So I'm just saying, at some point soon, they're going to have to say, okay, let's let these freshmen play. Why not? Why not give Velez a chance? Put Velez in the game and see what she does. Sure, it's not going to be very good. Like she's on the bench for a reason because Kim Mulkey doesn't trust her to put her out there. However, if Poa and Hailey Van Lith ain't doing nothing, like, might as well. Like you might as well. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. Let's see. Jay Frank says that comes from a cupcake schedule. Sure, that comes from a cupcake schedule, but also I think it also comes from injuries early on. A team that was in upheaval a little bit. Tamaya Smith isn't with the team. She's with the team, but she had a season-ending injury. You had Angel Reese that wasn't with the team for a while. You had how did I forget her name? You lost a player along the way, and Kateri Poole's gone, and at some point that stuff comes to affect you, and it comes to affect you in SEC play, because the SEC, yes, they're not as good as the Pac-12. However, the SEC is no punks. They can get you. They can get you if you don't play well. Hello there says, where is Velez? And they need to either experiment with Poa at point guard or have Mikaylah as primary point. But Mikaylah had 6 turnovers, so I don't know. So here's the thing. Like, Poa didn't do that great today as point guard. Neither did Hailey Van Lith. They both had not so great games. Mikaylah Williams, yes, does have a turnover problem, but you have to. There has to be some sort of change. there needs to be some sort of change to sort of make this year salvageable, because this is not helping at all. This is not helping recruits. Them to see you lose in games like this. This really does not help at all. So we'll see what happens. We will definitely see. Also, guys, I actually was late in getting Women's Basketball Weekly all set to go out this week. So I actually just released it. It just went out like 2 minutes ago. So after this live stream is over, if y'all can help me out by watching Women's Basketball Weekly, talk about the week that was. This was an amazing previous week that we just saw. And I did a show about it. I was kind of late in getting that all out, but if y'all could watch that after the stream, that would be awesome. Yeah, Lonely Music, you are right. LSU does have a lot of work to do. JW says LSU. That's funny. We'll see what happens, because it's possible. It's possible that LSU struggles throughout the rest of the season, and then when it matters in tournament play, they play better and they make it happen. We'll see. But yeah, not having a bench is problematic. Yeah, next day air. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on with your team next day air? What is going on? Yes, Miracle Shepherd. Yes. Facts. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Mississippi State has a lot of players that I think a lot, like, general, like, women's basketball fans don't know about, You have Miracle Shepherd. You have Darrione Rogers. You have Jessica Carter, who did have a pretty bad game today, at least on offense. Jessica Carter had a bad game. You have Mikaylah Jordan. You have lots of players on Mississippi State that are very talented, but they're not well known. They're not well known players. So I think this was a good game. This was a good coming out party of sorts for Mississippi State, because this was on ESPN2. This was bright lights shown. This was packed house, packed house, sold out crowd. And this was a chance for these players to let y'all know what their name is. And this was Sam Purcell's, welcome to the NCAA thing. Yes, he's not. This isn't his first year coaching, but this is his first game that he got a W against a top 25 team. So, to me, this really does spell the beginning of Mississippi State. I don't know if y'all remember, but early in the season, I think before the season started, I did a video about the SEC, and I talked about Mississippi State and how they're going to be pretty good this year. And it turns out that's happening. It turns out that is happening. Mariah said, I thought Mississippi State was going to win. Did you think that before the game started, or like during the game, did you think that? Terry says, Angel Reese does way too much. So here's the thing. Like, I feel like Angel Reese is trying to put the world on her shoulders, and that's not fair. That's not fair for her to kind of try to do everything for this team. She's trying to be, a player that gets a lot of assists. She's trying to, score, score a basket. She's trying to rebound. She's trying to do a lot of stuff, but, at some point, she needs more help, basically. Shout out to DisFan9212. Thank you for the super chat. They say, shout out to Mississippi State tonight, and what a turnaround it has become under Purcell. They are back where they were under Vic Schaefer. Yeah. Because remember, Mississippi State used to be good. Mississippi State used to be a really good team in the NCAA. Back when they had Tierra McCowan, who played for them. Like they were, Mississippi State was very good, and then they weren't that good. Vic Schaefer left, and now with Sam Purcell, he's building something with this team. And the thing that I like the most about Mississippi State is they seem so close. They seem like such a close team. And that chemistry does go a long, long way for a team. Shout out to Angel Hopkins for the super chat. The super chat is a baby lemon looking up to our lemon character standing in a superhero position. Well, that sounds like a great description for the super stickers. Appreciate you. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what else to say other than Mississippi State showed up. They came to do their job, came to win a big game against their rivals in the SEC, LSU, a team that they haven't beat in a while, and they showed up. Michael says Angel had 20 points and 18 rebounds. She's not the problem. Yeah, no, she's not the problem. I'm not saying that she's the problem. I do believe that she puts the weight of the world on her shoulders, and that shouldn't be necessary for a team like LSU. Like, it just shouldn't be necessary. You have two of the top transfers in the portal from a season ago. You have Flau'jae Johnson. You have one of the best freshmen in the country. And that should be enough. But it's not. It's not enough. And that's a problem. That is a problem. And it's not enough because you don't have a bench. That's why it's not enough. Because when those players get tired, or if they have an off night or whatever, you don't have anybody to pull from the bench that you can rely on. Samaya Smith is out. She's hurt, Kateri Poole, you don't have her. Velez is not getting in the game. She's not a player who is actually going to play this season in meaningful minutes. You got Kent on the bench who, again, like, I don't know. There's some serious issues going on with LSU, and it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll see if they can make a change and improve and whatnot. Because the way it's looking, I don't know. I really don't know. They are at the end of this game. LSU is now 18-4 on the season. And so we'll kind of see what happens. We'll kind of see what happens from here. So their next game is going to be against Florida on Sunday. And then they play Vanderbilt next Thursday. So we'll see. But I do want to make sure that while we're talking about I do want to make sure that while we're talking about LSU, we are continuing to give our flowers to Mississippi State, because they played a heck of a ball game. They had a good game plan, which was just to frustrate, play hard and frustrate LSU and let them beat themselves. And that's what they did. They scored when they needed to on their end, and they allowed LSU to beat themselves. I thought it was a great game. Shout out to the Mississippi State players for showing up, showing out, and really letting people know that, hey, Mississippi State ain't no scrubs. They not no scrubs. They are not any scrubs at all, because they also lost they're what are they, 17-5 on the season. So they're a pretty good team as well. So their next games for Mississippi State, they play against Kentucky on the 1st. That's on this Thursday. Then they play Texas A&M, and then they play UGA. So yeah, we'll kind of see where it goes from here. But this is not looking too good for LSU. This is not looking too good at all for LSU. But we'll see what happens. We will definitely see what happens. Courage said, I think home court advantage maybe. I mean, sure, yes, absolutely. Home court advantage helped. However, even with Mississippi State having home court advantage, LSU still shouldn't have lost. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Antonio said Mississippi State played fearless. They did. They absolutely did. Let's see. Shrivers says, I thought LSU would be mentally worn out, and I expected a close game. Did not expect them to lose. Yeah. They're yeah. I don't think very anybody really expected them to lose, or at least only a few people probably expected them to lose. So for those who do not know, LSU is currently ranked number 9 in the AP poll. That will definitely drop. They'll probably drop down to 14 after this loss for next week, but we'll see. Disfan9212, thank you for the super chat. They say, with the remaining schedule LSU has, which SEC teams do you think will be dangerous for them? More games like tonight, Tennessee, Vandy, Alabama, etc. So let's actually take a look at LSU's upcoming games. Let's take a look at their upcoming games. Nope. Hold on. No. Okay, there we go. Had that up from the last stream. Okay, so their next games. This is LSU's remaining schedule. So they lost against Mississippi State. They play Florida, Vanderbilt, Alabama, Texas A&M, Auburn, Tennessee. So I would say for sure Auburn is going to give them a tough time again because they already lost to them once. So, definitely lose to them again. Tennessee is probably going to be a struggle as well. The rest of them, I don't know. Because to be quite honest with you, I did not expect LSU to lose against Mississippi State. So in all actuality, I think you could I think they could lose to any of these teams. I think they can lose any of these teams. Because Vanderbilt is on the road, Texas A&M is on the road. The game against Tennessee is on the road as well. So, and for sure, those games are going to be hostile environments. They're going to be sold out crowds, cheering on their team to whoop LSU. And, if today is a sign, it doesn't seem likely that LSU is going to be able to bode well against Vanderbilt, against Texas A&M, against Tennessee. You know, but you know, it's not over. The season isn't over. LSU could still come out and in tournament play and ball out of control and win the whole thing. Like, you know, I'm just saying we don't know, because LSU lost some games last year as well. So we'll see. We will see. Antonio says LSU is exposed. Everyone has seen how to get them. Yeah, I think you may be right on that one. But you know, yeah, we got to see. JB has a good point. They said, I think the SEC tournament has become so important for LSU to try to get momentum heading into the tournament. Yeah. And I think Kim Mulkey's hope is that by the time you get to SEC tournament play, that you are a whole team that has enough chemistry on the bench and off the bench to make some stuff happen. And in order for you to do that, you have to play Kent. You have to play Kent. You know, you have to play your bench, because you have to play your bench, because you don't have another choice. You don't have another choice because your starting five plus last year Poa and Del Rosario is not gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut it. So yeah, that is the stream, guys. Just wanted to hop on and talk about this game. We'll see what happens with Ole Miss. Hopefully they are ranked after this week is over. Hopefully Ole Miss is ranked, because not Ole Miss. Hopefully Mississippi State is ranked, because Mississippi State deserves it. They're a really good team. So yeah, we'll see. Terry says, I like Johnson's game. She should run the point guard. At this point, why not? at this point, why not? You might as well. And, you know, she was passing a little bit more today. So hey, maybe have Flau'jae be the point guard. I mean, might as well. Might as well. Might as well. Lonely Music says they need to get Mikaylah Williams' confidence back up. She doesn't want to shoot any more threes after that South Carolina game. They need to use the bench. Yeah, I think you know, Mikaylah Williams is just going through a regular freshman thing. She's going through a little freshman slump of sorts. I think she'll be fine in the long run. She'll be fine. But yeah. Samaya Smith being out has really affected LSU's ability to go to their bench. So, you know, maybe put Flau'jae at the 1, Hailey Van Lith at the 2, Mikaylah Williams at the 3. Might as well try it. What do you have to lose? You're already losing. I'm just saying. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about the idea that maybe Flau'jae does point guard. Mikaylah says, Quita, you called it when they lost Kateri Poole. They need her badly. They do. They really do. And I know that Kateri Poole was not the best player in the world. Yeah, she turned the ball over and whatnot. But when they needed a steady hand off the bench, they could put Kateri Poole in, and she could be fine. She could hit some threes. But in general, she was just a player that you can generally rely on. So that is Elmira says, is LSU at the risk of not hosting? Yep. Yeah, I think they are. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the stream for tonight. Guys, I did release a new episode of Women's Basketball Weekly while we were doing the stream. So if you all can head over to there after the stream is over, that would be amazing. Everyone's here, so nobody. I don't even think y'all know that this week's episode was released, but it's out there. So please head over to that video after this. Also, please keep Lauren Betts in your prayers. I don't know what's going on with LSU, not LSU, UCLA, but something is going on. I included a video of UCLA's last sort of. I included some clips from their last presser, and there definitely is something going on. The team seems kind of emotional, so something important is happening internally that they have not released, and I think it involves Lauren Betts because she hasn't been with the team. But please keep her in your prayers. I don't know what's going on. None of us do. But until we do, keep her in your prayers, y'all. That's the stream, guys. LSU lost to Mississippi State. Great game by Mississippi State. We'll see how they continue to improve, but y'all, they can make some noise, and they can make some noise in the NCAA tournament. I do appreciate y'all hopping on the stream with me. I was not expecting to do a live today, so I'm surprised that this many people. We are 424 strong right now. I just can't believe y'all on here watching the stream right now, but I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all's support. Thank you for hitting that like button. For everybody, hit that like button. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. I make content all about women's basketball, and now it seems like I'm making a live after every single LSU game. So we'll see how long that keeps up. It just so happens that I'm like watching live, and I'm actually available to do the live after LSU's game. So it just seems like it's just panning out that way. But I do appreciate y'all. Go to my channel, head over to watch Women's Basketball Weekly for this week. We talk about the Pac-12 and how the Pac-12 is just absolute chaos. We also talk about the Notre Dame UConn rivalry, which has been in the mix since the 90s. And we talk about how that rivalry started and how that's been going for them, and how at one point in time for 20 years, Notre Dame accounted for over 20% of UConn's losses. Kind of wild. I talk about more of that in the show. Anyway, I thank you all. Make sure to watch that. Good question. Philip says, when can we talk Chicago Sky? Soon. KA says, I was waiting for you to go live after that one. DST says, did you go live for UConn and Notre Dame? No, I unfortunately could not go live after that game was over, but I did record a video and posted it. I believe I posted it the next day. I posted it on Sunday, I think. I can't remember. I think I posted it on Sunday. But I did make a video for it, but I couldn't go live. I watched the game live, but I wasn't available to go live after the fact. Anyway, thank you guys. I hope you all have an amazing week. Happy Monday, everybody. And until next time, guys. Ooh-wee, Mississippi State. And bye, y'all.